Just listen to this. At 15 years old, Khaya Njumbe from Gary, Indiana, is setting some pretty remarkable records. He is one of the youngest students to graduate college in Indiana with a bachelor's degree. Njumbe already held 3 associate degrees and just received a bachelor's degree from Indiana University Northwest this Wednesday, along with his high school diploma. He is also the first in his family to graduate college. And Khaya joining us now live this morning to talk about how he did it and why. Khaya, congratulations, first of all. What an accomplishment. Did you set out to do this at an early age?
Oh, well, thank you so much. And yes, since I was very young, I've always wanted to exceed and do more. And I always wanted to boost my academic career. So I started taking college courses when I was about 11 or so. And that was my freshman year of high school.
Wow, so you're doing high school at the same time you are doing college courses. What is your secret to success, Khaya?
Well, I took them through a dual credit course. So that mainly did help me. And the school that I go to, they always encourage students to take college courses before you graduate, but also with support from all my parents, faculty, staff here at IU, as well as the school, and just hard work.
Yeah, hard work, incredible. I understand you taught yourself very early on how to play the piano and also speak Chinese. How'd you do that?
Well, initially I was just learning online, and Chinese. I think I started taking lessons when I was about 8 or 9. That's when I enrolled at a Chinese school.
Wow, remarkable. Do you have any mentors? You mentioned support from teachers and parents. Has there been one person along the way that has encouraged and pushed you? And what have they said to you to keep you motivated?
Well, of course, my parents did play a big role in that, always pushing me. Well, not necessarily pushing me, but always supporting whatever ideas I have. And also, I have a professor here at IU, Dr. Jack Bloom, and he was a very remarkable professor and mentor.
Well, you must love learning. What is it about education and absorbing new and interesting things that you like so much?
Well, I would say that maybe I get bored quite easily, so I said that I can always stimulate my brain by learning new things, and that was the one thing that mainly encouraged me to go to college.
I mentioned a moment ago that you'll be the first in your family to graduate from college. What does that mean to you?
Well, I'm very proud of what I've done, and I hope my family is proud as well. And I just wanted to show them that I can do this.
Well, I think you have. So tell me what you're interested in. What is your field of study that you think you'll pursue?
Well, now I want to go into public health and hopefully get my master's degree in that, and eventually either go to get my PhD or either go to medical school and do orthopedic surgery.
Wow, 15 years old. I'm thinking I've got a 15-year-old who's a freshman, a 16-year-old who's a sophomore. I mean, you are leaps and bounds academically forward in this journey. What do your study habits look like? I ask this question kind of selfishly when I'm saying every night, have you done your homework?
Well, I always have a calendar with me and I write all my assignments down in there. And I just go in every day and look at whatever assignments I have to do and really just wing it.
Wing it. Well, then you are lucky that you can do that. Procrastination, is that something that is in your repertoire, or do you get things done well in advance?
Well, yes, in the beginning, I did do that quite a lot, but I've adjusted myself and my schedule to be better with turning in my stuff.
You know, I've got to think that you're working so hard, you're taking on all of this. Are you able to have fun and do normal teenage things along the way?
Oh, yes, my mom says that I need to focus more on my school and less on all my extracurricular activities. I'm a part of a tumbling team, I do gymnastics, and I'm always having fun.
Yeah, some of the things that you like to do outside of school. What would be your message of motivation to other kids looking to pursue their academic dreams?
Well, I would just tell everybody to set your goals and know what you want to do at a very early stage in life, because if you know what you want to do, you can easily pursue that and still take time for yourself and have fun.
Well said. Khaya Njumbe, congratulations to you. 15 years old, high school graduation, college graduate. Go Hoosiers. I've got a kid in Indiana as well. So my best to you and your family. It's great to see all your success. Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.